today's video, I am doing a Detox Market, a Detox Box unboxing. This is the July 2025 Detox Box. It's been quite a while since I have done a Detox Box unboxing, but I have always enjoyed receiving detox boxes from the Detox Market. They're just such a fun way to try new products, new clean beauty products, maybe brands that you wouldn't necessarily go and try otherwise, but you can get it for a more affordable price because it is a subscription box. If you're not familiar with the Detox Market detox boxes, it is a monthly subscription box, and they do have different kind of tiers that you can get where you can get it for an even more affordable price. But basically, if you do it monthly, it's going to be $58.95 a month, or if you were to do 3 months at a time, it is $45.95 a month, or if you do it for 6 months, it is $39.95 a month. So that is going to be your cheapest one, and each detox box is always at least $110 worth of clean beauty products, and normally they do focus on one clean beauty brand. However, sometimes they do feature more than one brand, but for the most part I have normally seen them just feature one brand. And for this month, the brand that is featured is One Love Organics, and that's a brand that I have tried in the past. It was actually one of the first clean beauty brands that I tried within the skincare space, and I did enjoy the product. Actually, one of those products is in this box. I'll let you know which one it is. But yeah, so super fun. Also, I should let you know the Detox Market did kindly send this to me, but this video is not sponsored. I am not being paid to make this video, but I just wanted to let you know that this was gifted, and I just figured it would be helpful if I did a little unboxing for you and let you know everything that is in it. So, like I mentioned, it has been a while since I've gotten one of these boxes, but something that I've noticed is different now is actually a little card that it comes with. So this is a little pamphlet card basically that just talks about the Detox Market detox boxes, just lets you know what it is, about the monthly subscription. However, the little pamphlet that used to come in the box used to be a little pamphlet that talked about each of the products that are in the box, and you could actually learn a little bit more of the products on that card, and it would say the price and the total value of the box. So I was kind of interested that they actually did not include that this time. So not that that's like a huge deal, but I thought that was always kind of cool where it had like a little breakdown that told you about the products and it told you about the brand. I thought that was cool. So yeah, kind of interesting that they don't have that for this month. I don't know if that's a normal thing or if it's just this month, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the products themselves. So I'll also talk about each of the prices for each of these, the retail value, and then also the total value of the box. The first thing is the One Love Organics Botanical Bee Enzyme Cleansing Oil Plus Makeup Remover. This retails for $45, and this is described as a product that can effortlessly rinse away makeup, toxins, and impurities. It has sunflower seed oil as the base, skin softening papain, a vitamin B complex, and also antioxidant-rich ingredients like pumpkin and papaya seeds. It's supposed to help with leaving the skin feeling polished, fresh, and rejuvenated, never dry. This hydrating blend is formulated with mild, skin-loving ingredients that are universal enough to nourish and deeply cleanse all skin types. So this is a product I've actually been wanting to try for quite a long time, but I just never got around to getting it. It is definitely, I feel like, a more expensive cleansing oil, being $45. So it's cool that it's in a detox box like this because it's just a great value and a great chance to maybe try products that you wouldn't normally try. And this is really nice. I will say it feels really nice going onto the skin. It does do a really good job at removing makeup. I know the demo that I did with this, I wasn't wearing makeup at the time, but this does remove makeup well. And it does have a nice like fresh scent, but it's not an overpowering scent. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, then I don't think that you'll have an issue with this because it's not like a super strong fragrance, but it's just really nice, and I think that it works really well. Does its job, does what I want it to do. As a first cleanser, helps you remove makeup well and sunscreen well. So I do like this, and I think it is nice. Definitely feels like a luxury kind of oil cleanser, and it does come in this nice glass bottle and has a nice little pump as well. The next thing in the box is the Brand New Day Microderma Scrub Plus Mask. This retails for $49. So this is an expensive scrub and mask. Yeah, that's a pretty high price point, but you do get 3.4 fluid ounces. But yeah, I feel like that's a pretty pricey product. So again, really cool to be able to get it in a subscription box like this, where you get it for a much more affordable price. So this is supposed to give skin a gentle yet effective wake-up call with our reformulated, better than ever, brand new day Microderma Scrub and Mask. Part of the One Love Organics family since 2010, it's a longtime favorite that has been reimagined as a cream formula, providing the same plant-powered exfoliating benefits to deliver a clarified, smooth, and radiant complexion. This has tropical enzymes derived from mango and banana extracts to resurface the skin, gently cleansing pores while encouraging a healthy, youthful looking glow. It also has ingredients like mineral-rich clay to help bind unwanted dirt and oils, helping to eliminate them from the skin's surface while offering balancing benefits. This also has ultra-fine polishing minerals that work to gently exfoliate, removing buildup and dead skin cells to encourage a velvety, soft complexion. If you are not somebody who's used to using like scrubs on your face, if you have super sensitive skin, this might be something that is still like maybe a little bit too abrasive for you. I do think that it is still quite gentle. I have tried some face scrubs that are more abrasive. However, this one's not quite as abrasive. I still think it's relatively gentle. However, this is still a physical exfoliator, so you do feel the scrub. If you have really sensitive skin, you might think that this is just too harsh for your skin, but I didn't find this to be an issue for me. And this can kind of be used as like an exfoliant, but also a mask. So you can actually leave this on for like it says up to 5 minutes, and then rinse it off if you want to have it act kind of like a mask as well. And when I did use this, it did leave my skin feeling nice and soft. However, I will say I am not somebody that typically goes for a lot of physical exfoliators. I just typically don't use this type of product super often, just because sometimes it can be irritating to the skin. However, I didn't find this to be irritating to the skin. This is the product that I would probably only use like once a week or once every other week, just not like super often. However, they do say that you can use this 2 times a week. But yeah, I guess you can kind of just listen to your skin and you know how much your skin can handle something like this. But yeah, they say only to use it 2 times a week. But yeah, I honestly would use this less than 2 times a week personally, but that's just me. So another cool product, especially for the high price point, I think that this is really cool to get in a detox box because you get it for a much better price or much more affordable price. So the only thing though that I was kind of thrown off by was one of the ingredients that is in here. Now, I'm not saying that this is necessarily something that will matter to everybody, but I noticed that this has carrageenan in it. It was at the end of the ingredient list, but that's actually an ingredient that I do try to avoid just in general in food and in skincare products and just products in general. So I was pretty surprised to see that ingredient in here, especially from a clean beauty brand like One Love Organics. But yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of controversy around that ingredient, so I'm not necessarily saying it's a super bad thing. You can do your own research into that ingredient, but that's just an ingredient now that I've been trying to avoid. So yeah, I was just kind of surprised to see that ingredient in here, and just felt like I should mention it. For some people, that might not be an issue or something that you're concerned about. So then the last product in this month's box is the Skin Dew Coconut Water Cream. This is actually the product that I have tried before. I used this, I feel like this was one of the first clean beauty skincare products that I tried, and I did really like it at the time, so I was excited to get a chance to test it out again years later because it has been quite some time since I have used this moisturizer. But this retails for $59, so another very expensive product. Clean beauty can definitely, I feel like the price range can definitely be kind of more on the higher end sometimes, but I feel like this brand in particular is even more on the higher end. I feel like $59 for a moisturizer is very expensive. That's not a price that I would typically pay, to be completely honest. So again, it's a great product to get in a subscription box like this, where you can get it for a much more affordable price. It says that more than 50% of this cream is powered by replenishing coconut water, wakapaku seed butter, a polyphenol-rich moisturizer sourced from the Amazon, providing softening hydration. It's designed to reveal a supple complexion. This synergistic blend is rounded out with antioxidant-rich watermelon seed oil, sunflower, jojoba, and acacia for the ultimate nourishment. So I will say I really do like how this moisturizer feels on the skin. I do have acne prone skin and I don't think that this causes me to have breakouts. I of course always look at the ingredient list. You know what ingredients work for you, maybe what ingredients cause breakouts for you. So always look at the ingredients because that can be different from person to person. But for me, this doesn't cause me to get breakouts. And as somebody with combination skin, I do find that this is really nice on the skin where it feels lightweight, but it also feels moisturizing. So it is moisturizing enough while still feeling lightweight on the skin and still providing my skin enough moisture. I feel like this could work for a lot of different skin types. I feel like it provides just the right amount of moisture where it's not too lightweight, but yet it's not too moisturizing or too heavy, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't really feel heavy at all, but it still feels very moisturizing, if that makes sense. So I am a fan of this moisturizer, but again, there is one ingredient that kind of threw me off that I was kind of surprised by, and it does have maltodextrin in here, and to me, I'm just like, why? Why are they adding that? I'm sure there's a reason in cosmetics that sometimes brands like to put that ingredient and stuff, but that is again another ingredient that I am trying to avoid in my food and my products. I was just kind of bummed to see that this house has maltodextrin in it because I do really like this moisturizer. I do think it is very nice, but that is just an ingredient that I've been wanting to avoid. Again, that's a very personal decision. I'm not necessarily saying that it's the worst thing in the world, but it's not necessarily great. Again, you can do your own research into that ingredient if you want. It might not be a big deal for some people, but for me, that's an ingredient that I want to avoid. So I was a bit bummed by that. So really the main product that I'm very excited about using, because there aren't any ingredients that I really am like upset about, if that makes sense, is the cleansing oil. I'm very excited about this. I'm definitely going to be using this. But yeah, I'm bummed about some of the ingredients in these other products. I don't think that that's necessarily going to stop me from using them. Of course, I don't want them to go to waste, so I still want to use them. And One Love Organics is a brand that I've been wanting to try more of their products from, so I do still want to use those. I'm probably still going to use them up because they still seem like really nice products. But yeah, that is the July 2025 Detox Box. Contains the 3 products and the total value is $153. So you do get even more than that $110 value that they always say that you're going to get. So yeah, this is a really great value. These are not cheap products, so this is such a great way to be able to try out this brand if this is a brand that you've been wanting to try, and just, you know, a brand that maybe you would not try otherwise, or just the price points that maybe you would not go for otherwise. This is a great way to do that. So I think this is a really fun box. If you do have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you've tried any of these products, I'd love to know your thoughts on them. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you're not already subscribed and you'd like to see even more content from me in the future, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in for my next video.